Hello everyone, this is a tag response from Metro Hunter K. He actually took my idea. Yay, thumbs up on that one. As for commentator, and okay, I'll take that. I kind of want to be known as the Green Ranger of dumpster diving and game hunting though. Because for the time being, it's kind of like there is videos of me doing it, but then there's no videos of me doing it. Then there's videos of me doing it, then there's no videos of me doing it. You guys know the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You can see for yourself. He fights in a battle, then he loses his powers. He got shocked by freaking Goldar. He got his powers back, and then Zordon also powered him up, but eventually Lord Zed took away his powers, and then there you go. What we're waiting for is me becoming the White Ranger with my own car, and it's like, yeah, let's start doing this. And then most likely on every day, technically, I'll talk about my strategy of dumpster diving and the videos that'll be put out very, very soon. As for pawn shops browsing, what you need to know about that is just I'm going to do that like every Saturday. You know, chances are I would do it every Saturday, but it'll be in different places. Like the one that you see me browse many times, it most likely will be that once a month, another place once a month, another place once a month, and then I don't know what happens in the fourth one. But anyways, what's more important is actually talking about the top 5 games that I actually can't stop holding on to. And notice when you check out the video, he said do whatever I want. So since I could do whatever I want, I basically made a nice little chart here. And this chart actually shows what I liked when I was 3 years old, from 3 to 8. Then we have the whole quote-unquote teen Gohan, or basically where I feel I wasn't a kid anymore. But I was a kid, but I wasn't a kid. And this was from 8 to 13, maybe even 12. Then I have one from 13 to 17. Then I have 17 to 20. And then we have one from 20 to now. Yeah, so, yeah, at least I didn't tell you my age, true age. Yeah, so here we go with what I got. Alright, so here we go. First things first is Super Mario 2. Yep, Super Mario Brothers 2. Now, the backstory, which I think I already talked about, and I guess I have to make sure there's a fresher course because no one's not going to go and look at my collections. But of course you can. But the story is that my uncle actually gave me an old Nintendo when I was 3 years old, and also a few games. There was many games from Mario to Mario 2. I didn't know Mario 3. I found out like a few years later when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. Can't wait to try to get that deal. I'm trying to do a deal right now, but I need to get the equipment first. Then I'll able to try to do the deal, which I already talked about in the previous video, or a video somewhere. But anyways, Super Mario Brothers 2 is a good game. This one stands out from any of them. I mean, this game is different from the original Mario, and of course, if you know the story about it, it turns out that this doesn't really count as Super Mario 2, but it got a sticker on it anyways, and this technically was Mario's dream. Spoiler. So... yeah, and I finished this game in 2009. Yeah, 2009. I was 19 years old. Yeah. I used the Game Genie. Don't look at me like that. But, yeah, I beat the game finally. And I enjoyed the game. The game was awesome. That was fun. I loved this game. Especially, like, in the later years. But as for me as a kid, I went all the way to the point of where I went against Birdo. And as soon as I found Birdo, I was like, yay, game finished. Turned it off. Yeah, I'm one of the kids who's content at small things. Yeah, I was one of those kids. So, small things I was okay with. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, next one.
So at number 2 is Excite Bike.
Yes, Excite Bike is the next one I chose. When I was a kid, I loved the hell out of Excite Bike. Excite Bike was just so fun and good. And it always comes to me every single time thinking, it's like, dude, they have Mario Maker. Excite Bike Ben had a freaking stage maker already. And I'm shocked as hell that the Wii system did not actually have that capability of having Excite Bike maker, course maker, which of course I know is most likely not as popular as I think it is, but it's popular to me. I loved this game when I was little, and even to this day, I most likely look at it and say, I wish I could play it. My old Nintendo died when I was in college in 2009. Yep. Hopefully that deal comes through and I'll play it again, and I can check out the 2 other games I got previously, and that will be in a test game video. Stay tuned for that. So I could have had a chance to actually have Excite Bike for Game Boy Advance. My inner child is looking at me saying, "You dumb bastard." It's the fact of, how could you? You could have had that game and you have it on a PSP. It would have been so fun and everything. And I'm like, yes, but I didn't have a job. I didn't have a job. I wanted so many games from the classic NES release on Game Boy Advance, but no job equals no money, which means I didn't have the money to actually buy those games, which I would have so bought a few of those games. Maybe even gave Metroid a try, but of course not. And third is Spelunker. This one has no freaking footage because I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. I hope I didn't give it to a pal of mine, because if I did, I'm like, oh, you idiot. But yeah, this one, along with Ninja Gaiden 2, those were actually gifts from my grandma's neighbor who was across the street. Before we moved, they actually gave me 2 games. They gave me the Spelunker game, and they gave me the Ninja Gaiden game. Of course, the Ninja Gaiden game I can't get rid of because, number 1, I like it, but sadly it doesn't make the cut of being on this list. And number 2, it has crayon written all over it, so who would want to have that in their collection? I'll keep it because of sentimental value.
At the number 3 slot. At the number 3 spot is Pokemon Blue.
So at number 4 is Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red. So yeah, this one actually has to be mentioned because Pokemon Blue, I was 7 years old, turning 7, and well, it was a fun game. I enjoyed it. A friend of mine, which is gone now, but he taught me how to actually catch a Pokemon and hold down B, which is kind of funny. It's like, it was hold down B for me, but for someone else it's hold down A. So it's like, it's a mix of, so it turns out that it doesn't actually work, but I do it anyway still. So Pokemon Blue, I did beat the game, but I beat the game when I was 10 years old in 2001. So yeah, that's one thing you need to know. I beat the game in 2001, and that was so freaking damn fun. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was like, because oh my gosh. And I eventually found out the team I used. I used a Blastoise, 2 Pikachus, 1 Pidgeot, a Gengar, and Hitmonchan. That was my team that I beat the Elite Four with. When we came to the very, very end, it was only Pidgeot, Haunter, and Blastoise, and I had to continue reviving them. But of course, for Haunter here, he was able to revive himself. And thank goodness I had Pidgeot with freaking damn Mirror Move, and that took down Lance's dragons. That, you gotta admit, that was fun as hell. That was like, because my freaking heart was just going berserk. Oh my gosh. But I beat him, and I was like, holy freaking shit. Oh my gosh. That was just crazy as hell. That was so crazy as hell. And of course, Pokemon Red will be mentioned. Pokemon Red is the first one I actually bought. Oh yeah. For this Pokemon Blue, this is the second copy. The first copy I had was with a lime green Game Boy Color, and like I said in the collection video, it got stolen. My cousin stole it, and they didn't want to fess up or give it back, so I had to buy a new one. My mom bought a new one. And that also leads into what I got next. But yeah, for Pokemon Red, I actually beat that in 2010. One side note that I'm shocked that nobody has yet even done yet, which I'm like, what the hell? You're telling me a freaking 8 to 9 year old boy figured out a smart idea, a cool concept, and you bunch of losers are like, let's do Nuzlocke. Which I'm like, seriously? So here's the concept I did when I was a little boy. And I actually made it all the way to the Elite Four. Because after that, it's like I couldn't do anything because I put myself in the corner. So what I did as a little boy was actually have all water type Pokemon in Pokemon Blue and all fire type Pokemon in Pokemon Red. In Pokemon Blue, it was very, very easy to do. I beat all the gym leaders. Yes, don't tell me how, but I beat all the gym leaders with water type Pokemon. In the red version, I actually beat everyone with fire type Pokemon except for Misty, which Misty was hard in the red version. Misty, I said, and I wrote in the freaking strategy guide, Misty cheats in the red version. So yes, I was able to beat them with just fire type or water type Pokemon. Holy frick, right? And we have yet to any of these fools out there to actually say, let's do that challenge. No one has thought of that challenge yet. And the only way how I figured out about that challenge is Misty. Misty had only water type Pokemon. So it was a good idea and challenge to see how she actually would have fared up if she actually decided to go against all the gym leaders. Which, that was fun as hell. That was freaking damn fun as hell. Well, I don't really remember it mostly, but I remember being able to get to Articuno, captured Articuno, and then Articuno beat all the rest of the gym leaders because, well, it is technically a water type Pokemon. It's an ice type Pokemon, but if you look at a freaking Pokemon card, it does say it's a water type. As for Moltres, I couldn't do it until the very end, so that was the kind of crap move of, man, if only I had that all the way, but I still made it. I still beat them with fire type Pokemon. Someday I would love to just do that for others, and I know I'm droning on. I need to continue on. I know I'm making this a long video. Sorry about that, but I hope you guys still stay tuned. So that's one thing that will be interesting, is just to play Pokemon Ruby, every single Pokemon, and actually dedicate it to being fire type or water type Pokemon. Or grass type Pokemon. That would be fun as hell, and I can't wait to do it. And if I'm able to do it, I will so post it here and show you guys and just see how the adventure goes. Oh man, separate video, I'm going to talk about this idea. Let's continue on. Last but not least, this is a twofer. Go ahead and...
That one just has to be mentioned because I enjoy the heck out of this game, because the special thing to do is Hamtaro Ham-Hams Unite.
So yes, we got Hamtaro and we got Pokemon Game. For a Pokemon Game is one of the ones that's like the game that's busted as frick. The real reason why the game is busted as frick is because I played it all the way to the point of the Elite Four. I made it to the second dude, who was electric type. I got very, very frustrated, and I threw the Game Boy Color and the game onto a bed that actually was on a pillow. So I landed on the pillow, on the bed, and for some reason, it got super screwed up. So, for anyone who wants to see that, I most likely will do a Halloween live stream of that next year. Just to show how messed the frick up that game is now, just by getting hit by a pillow, which is very, very stupid in my opinion. But anyways, yeah, so background story of this is that, oh, I forgot to mention that one. Well, anyways, we're carrying on. So the next one is, this is when I was 8 to 13 years old. I knew what a Super Nintendo was, but as a kid, I didn't care much about it. Nintendo 64, I did kind of care, but again, it's like I'm content if I get it or don't get it. Yes, I was a saint. Oh, so I did look at Super Mario 64, and I was like, ooh, that's a cool advancement for video games. And I think I played that. No, I didn't. I didn't get to play it. I just saw my cousin play it at, I think, J.C. Penney's. Yeah, so I could have had a turn, but yeah, I didn't get to have a turn at it. So, oh well. Anyways, what happens is that I got a PlayStation 1 actually. So here's what happened is number one for that was
Ape Escape, but I didn't even get a case for it or anything like that. I just got this disc.
yeah, so Ape Escape here was very, very fun. And oh man, I have an unbelievable story about this one. Is I started it when I was 8 and I finished the game finally when I'm 21 years old. Yes, yes, I was 21 when I finished this game. And when the professor's like, "You started this as a young little boy. Now look at you. You have grown into a fine young man." I was like, "Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh." Oh, that was just too perfectly planned out. Oh my gosh. Of course, as my little mind, I basically believed that as soon as I finished the first 3 stages, I was done. So that's why I didn't know about it. And then when I continued on, like maybe a few years or a year later, I checked and I was like, holy frick, there's new stages. And I continued on, and then later I continued on. And so it was like an on and off thing. Maybe I should do a marathon of it and see how far I can actually go with Ape Escape. Anyways, next up is an interesting thing. No video because I can't find this game. If I have to say, if there's any game I have that is freaking damn haunted, this will get the number one slot for being haunted. This game is a racing game. It's a blue disc with yellow writing on it. I don't know what it looks. I don't know what the name of it is. I have no clue. I just know that it was a decent racing game that I truly liked. And this game had a hide and seek capability. Yeah, it's like, I found it, it's missing. I find it again, let's play some. It's missing again. I find it again, it's missing again. It's like, what the frick is going on? I really hope that the bastard who stole my DS does not have it in his possession, and that's where it is. Because if it is, I'm going to be like a little bit sad and upset. I hope eventually it just shows up again. I'm like, hey! And I'm like, this time you're not going freaking nowheres. It's like I'm gonna put it up and make sure it does not ever disappear again, because this is really, really bullcrap. But yeah, I like that racing game. The racing game was basic, but I liked it. Too bad it can run over people and stuff like that. I tried to, but still, it was a good game from the get-go, especially since it's the beginning.
All right, so as a kid that not as a kid, so I had a few of the things. Hell, and here's another one is the Bomberman Party Edition.
Yep, Bomberman Party Edition. I do have the manual. It's somewhere around here. I just don't know. Sadly, the freaking yeah, the case is broken to freak up. Yeah, as you can see, the case is broken to freak up. So, hey, I mean, you made it freaking CD cases, and CD cases are bound to be broken easily. So that one was bound to be broken. But I had a fun time playing that one. I created my own attack called Bang It Barrage, which I put it on handicap. Yeah, screw you on that. And your guys like, oh, handicap, seriously? Yeah, but I put highest on handicap, and I was able to throw the bomb, then throw another bomb, and when it sets off, it creates a massive typhoon of fire where I can chase them around. Boom, 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 boom. And I caught that Bang It Barrage where I just straight up come and attack them with fire, fire train. But I called it Bang It Barrage. It was fun. That was fun. I like that one.
The fourth one to mention is Pokemon Gold.
Yep, next up is Pokemon Gold. Pokemon Gold is a good one, yeah. I grew fond of Pokemon Gold more than anything, given I did play, I don't know, I might have played Pokemon Silver, I think I might have played Pokemon Crystal, I'm not sure which one I rented from Blockbusters, but I can tell you, I enjoyed Pokemon Gold so much. I have a team that I truly adored and enjoyed, and I'm glad that sadly they died in 2011, 2009. Yeah, the data for both of them died in 2009, which was very, very horrible. That was just truly sad. But yeah, I enjoyed that game. That game was very fun. As for the run I did for Blockbuster, from the time I rented it, I went from New Barktown all the way to Olivine City, but I technically needed to go to Chuck first. So, last but not least is Monsters Inc. Scream Arena. This one I don't have footage of because I don't own it. And yes, I actually made rules that only I can mention ones that I owned and played or whatever. But this one is very special to mention because this one actually is the first one that I came close to beating for the first time. This would have actually been the first game I truly completed 100%. But it was a rental, sadly. And number two, I was a bad boy that Christmas, so my auntie didn't buy it for me. So I love this game. I really hope I'll see it out in the wild very soon. And if I do, I will be so overjoyed. I would actually play it. But of course, just one thing messed up is that I really need to find lots and lots of PlayStation memory cards because, or get a PlayStation 3, which is, yeah, is slowly happening. Yeah, it's always slowly happening. But anyways, honorable mention is Simpsons Wrestling. I rented that game too, and that game was fun as hell until I meet Bumblebee Man. So I have one thing to say. Lego, make a minifigure of Bumblebee Man so I'll buy two of them and then I'll treat the other one like a freaking damn dog. Yes, damn you, Bumblebee Man. I played as Homer and I basically beat almost everyone until I got to Bumblebee Man, and he was the blocker here. He was the one that's like, you can't go past me. And yeah, I have a vendetta on him now, and I forgot about the vendetta, but I remember now. Screw you, Bumblebee Man. Screw you. All right, next we move into 13 through 17. And, well, here is the ones I chose.
Of course, at number one time slot is Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Yep, Super Smash Brothers Melee. It's the best one I've actually enjoyed. Yeah, it's the best one. It's the first time I really had true interaction with Samus, who I chose for the first time. Yeah, so the first time around, it's like I chose one. And it's just kind of funny. It's kind of like you have a bracer, you have so many medals to choose from. You chose one medal with haste and go for it. And as soon as you finish your first match, you were told something very horrifying about the medal you chose. Which, when I chose Samus for the first time, and I beat him for the first time with Samus, he told me Samus is a girl. I'm like, what? You allowed me to play with a freaking damn girl? No offense to you girls out there, I got used to it. But still, that was kind of bullcrap that no one actually told me that Samus was a girl. Yes, I missed out on the whole Metroid thing and Super Metroid thing. I didn't know that she was a freaking damn girl. Alright? I didn't know. So, I was like disgusted at first, but she was a good character. Until Brawl came along. Until Brawl came along. And in the previous one that she was, I played as her too. I love the missiles, so Melee is the best one to play as her. So I played, I enjoyed it. I had the bastard who told my DS. I came into his house. My friend came along too sometimes, and we just played Super Smash Bros. Melee. It was fun. I played as Ness once a few times. I played as Falco. There's like lots of people I played once with. With Ness, I actually entered a tournament and I lost by level 5 blue Bowser. Yeah, that was the first loss I ever got. That was sucky. And then later on, I finally got to buy it myself and I got to enjoy it. And to this day, I enjoy Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's over there where I can easily just put it in. It's with the memory card, so that's thumbs up on that.
Next after that is the best James Bond game I'll ever say exists, and lots of people who love GoldenEye 64 will disagree on me and say I suck, but I give you James Bond Nightfire.
Yep, James Bond Nightfire. This is the best one I have to say is the best shooter game. Yeah, for people out there who likes GoldenEye 64, yeah, it's good for you, but the graphics suck. The graphics suck. At least this one is better graphics. Of course, there is GoldenEye Wii version. I've yet to truly play it, but from what I've seen by gameplay, I think it actually is good. I think the real reason why I didn't really want to play it is because it had capabilities of playing online, but sadly, it got cut last May, or this May. online for Wii has been cut, which is really, really sad. But it was a good game. I enjoy it. I love the Sentinel. That's my favorite weapon to use. And I learned like a few things where I could actually camp out and shoot, which I don't call it camping out. I call it I'm a freaking damn sniper, and I'm right there sniping you down. That's not camping. It's called snipering. And this game came out in 2003, so this is way before camping was even mentioned. But no, I don't call it camping. I call it sniping cool. Sniping very cool like. If you're a sniper, you basically go in a high point and get ready to aim, shoot, and fire. Also, I love the freaking helicopter vehicles too.
Next are actually tie. It's a tie. Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Fire Red.
Yep, Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Fire Red. Pokemon Ruby has my heart because that was like the first Pokemon game I truly played and enjoyed. Even though I played as a girl, I'll mention that. That's the first one I ever actually filled the Pokédex with. So that's the first one that actually got a certificate of I actually got the Pokédex. Yeah, thumbs up on that. I think I did it on Pokemon Black as well. I got a certificate too. But anyways, Pokemon Ruby is very fun because I actually sing. Yeah, and in Safari Zone, if I actually did a playthrough, you actually would hear me in Safari Zone singing to get Wobbuffet. Because every time I sing, Wobbuffet came up and showed up. And I was like, holy frick. And this was before Ditto. Yeah, so I actually had to capture a female and a male Wobbuffet. That's what I wanted to do. So that's what I did. Of course, later on I found out I didn't really need to do that. All I really needed to do is just get lots of females and then get one male Pokemon who actually will... As for Fire Red, this is a weird, creepy thing I can tell you about Fire Red. For Fire Red, the creepy thing about it is just the fact of I played the demo version and I found I got a female Charmander. I bought the real actual Fire Red and I played it and my starter is a Charmander and it's a girl. So tell me how that freaking works, people. Tell me how that freaking works. So yeah, Ruby, first level 100, Blaziken, and Fire Red, my first level 100, well, second level 100, is a Charizard. So that was cool. Pelipper is trying to become the second one in Ruby, but it's still level 96. So yeah, that's my all-star team is Blaziken and Pelipper.
Last but not least is the weirdest one in my category. The one that I had, but the bastard stole it. And well, I do still have the case. And of course, it has also what exactly happened during that time where I lost it.
Yeah, there's not really much to say about Mario Kart DS, sadly. All I can tell you is that I had a good time. This technically was the game I chose for my DS Lite. Yeah, I actually bought this one myself. I think I bought this one myself. And the reason why I bought it is because, well, you know when you buy a DS game, a DS, right? A DS Lite, is that the DS slot has nothing to plug into it. So I need to have a game so just in case, if I just leave it and wait until Diamond and Pearl come out, at least it has a game in it so that it won't catch dust or anything. So that's what I picked. I picked Mario Kart DS and I actually enjoyed the hell out of that game. I took that game everywhere. I was actually in the hospital. I forgot why. I think that was the time of the accident. Yeah, that was the time where I got into the accident. So I actually played it in the doctor's office and actually unlocked an employee data of Donkey Kong. And that's where we ended it. Yeah, that's where it ended abruptly because a bastard who stole my DS. So, yeah, if I could actually have beaten that Donkey Kong data, I would have been a little bit less disappointed and saddened. But yeah, I didn't get to actually do it, and I can't wait until I actually can get a newer copy or a copy of it because, as you can see, I do have the manual, I do have the freaking case. It's like, how the frick do I have those things if I did not own the game. I mean, yes, GameStop dumpster diving. Yeah, thumbs up on that. But it's like, yeah, but seriously though, how do you exactly think you could actually be lucky enough to find a Mario Kart DS? And not only that, but look at my freaking videos of dumpster diving. There's no mentioning of me actually dumpster diving and saying I found a case of that. Anyways, yeah, let's move on to the last one. This is just too messed up to actually talk about.
Finally, I was able to catch up, and I got this Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. I have the first one, but this one is much, much better. And I'm still waiting for the release of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 on GameCube. Stupid, isn't it?
There's not really much to say about Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, so yeah, it's like thumbs up on that one. So yeah, definitely thumbs up on that. Oh yeah, and also to mention the fact that because of Burning Attack, my other Wave Bird is actually a bit weird to play with. Yeah, it was kind of weird to play with because the C-stick rubber, which I wish it wasn't that, but anyways, the C-stick rubber broke off because of Burning Attack, and I super glued it back on, which yeah, it's just I wish it was just like the platinum one Wave Bird I got, the one where it is no thing. It's just that the C-stick is normal. So yeah, that's the crap part of it. I hope I can get more Wave Birds. But Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 was very, very fun. Of course, we got honorable mentions, and honorable mentions are right here. We got Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man, and also the Game Boy Advance games too. I think the real reason why the Game Boy Advance games aren't on this list is because my SP is still on loan from somebody, and if he gave it back like very, very quickly, they almost likely would continue to play those games, and then they actually would have continued on being a part of it. But yeah. As for the Spider-Man games, you'll hear later why they're honorable mentions. Of course, one honorable mention I would love to mention is Mario Kart for the Game Boy Advance. I actually played that game. I didn't own it. And we actually played Link Cable a few times on the bus, which is kind of funny. I sucked at it, of course, but Mario Kart DS, I rocked that thing. So yeah, you know, small beginnings, and now I'm a good expert at racing. So that's the thumbs up there. Next is now me as a teenager, late teenager, into a college student.
All right, next up is when I was a late teenager, which I was starting college. The first one that I do have that I wasn't able to play as a kid was Punch Out. And I most likely will go for the Mike Tyson one as soon as I find it.
Yeah, so I own Punch Out. Yeah, I definitely owned Punch Out. The thing is that when I played it when I was 3 years old, I sucked at it. I sucked so much that the first opponent you go against, Glassy Joe, he defeated me. He defeated me. I have no idea how to play the game. If someone actually taught me how to play the game, I most likely would have loved it. Which I loved it now. I love it now. I actually went all the way to Bald Bull. I think that was his name. So I never really got to actually go against Mr. Dream / Mike Tyson. But I did have fun with it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that game. That game is very, very fun. As for getting it for the Wii, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll get it. Yeah, I'll buy it, but it's going to be sealed forever because you made them too real. You made the stories too real. I can't beat someone who actually has a real story and you made them real because it's like recovery. Feeling better about yourself. Let's go and have another boxing match. Which is like, dude, I just saw this sad story where they're all bruised and beaten. Not only that, but you actually get them bruised and beaten now if you actually box them. Which I'm like, yeah, no. You made it too realistic. I can't do it. No thanks.
Next is not the one I'm talking about, but here it is, the one that actually most likely is the secret bastard son of the game I'm about to talk about.
Yeah, so this is another game I actually played in college. I didn't own this one. And I did have, like I said, the bastard son of it. And the bastard son is Planet Monsters, but that game also sucked later on too because some weird hiccup with the game. I tried playing it, but it doesn't work. Anyways, Kickle Cubicle is the real game I want to talk about. And this one I actually beat. I didn't beat the final extra matches, the extra, yeah, whatever, maps. But I did beat the game itself, so that was fun. I enjoyed it. It actually made me teared up at the very end.
Next is Pokemon Platinum.
Yep, Pokemon Platinum. The reason why Pokemon Diamond and Pearl isn't mentioned is because of the freaking yet again bastard who stole my DS. I got the game in April. Yeah, it released on April. I got both the games after school. Then all the way to January. Not even January. I think I loaned it to him like in November, October, or December or something. Yeah, so there was like a big, massive gap where I could actually have continued on and filled the Pokédex and everything. But so many time has passed that it was like very, very sad. And I was like, yeah, screw it. He's like, yeah, screw it. So he screwed it over. Not only that, but in April, when he supposedly in February sold it, in April I actually missed opportunity to actually get a Deoxys. So my first actual event, but I missed it because the bastard. Not only that, but I could actually play it with my friend when it was graduation time. But again, the bastard. So yeah, again, the bastard. Oh boy, the bastard. But Platinum, I had fun with it. I still haven't really completed it because they're still roaming Pokemon. So we do have that. That was crap too. But still, Pokemon Platinum was very, very fun. When they changed the storyline, it was wow. It was total wow.
And fourth is Zelda Spirit Tracks.
Yeah, Spirit Tracks. Now, this one actually, yes, like I said, Young Link is my brother. He is my freaking brother. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I play as him. I can play as him. He's my new number one opponent star. So it's like, if you go against me in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I'll play as Toon Link. And I most likely will beat the snot out of you. But still, Spirit Tracks, I beat it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I beat it. I'm not gonna say, oh, I actually used a little help. But no, I actually beat it on my own, truth be told. 95%. Yeah, it was very fun. I enjoyed that. I'm just sad that when it comes to Zelda games, they don't just have like an ending portion where now you can do whatever you want and you don't have any darkness. Because as soon as I start the game over again, or as soon as it locked into the game, there is still some freaking little demon freaking trains. And I'm like, what the frick? Because I was hoping that after all this, I can start actually doing some deliveries and crap. But instead, no. I have to still continue dealing with the freaking stupid demon trains, which is really, really messed the freak up.
Of course, last and not least is Pokemon Heart Gold. This one actually had to hide from my mom for a couple of months. That's why you see that right there. But yes, this was a good game. Sadly, it didn't come in time when I had to do my personal fitness class. And not only that, but even the Pokewalker wasn't even good for that class at all either, which is crap.
Yep, Heart Gold. Heart Gold is one of the ones that I really, truly enjoyed. I actually got my team from Pokemon Gold reestablished there, and also added a few new characters too, which was very, very cool. I enjoyed it. So that's all I need to say. Okay, next one. Oh yeah, this is now we're going into what I play now, what I play mostly now. So first things first
This is going to be a little bit out of whack, but whatever. So I would say that Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a good game for web slinging, but of course it's a tie. Yep, Web of Shadows is technically the best one for web slinging, and of course that is why Spider-Man 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man are basically not, honorable mentions.
Yep, so I choose Web of Shadows because that one was cooler than Amazing Spider-Man 2, because Amazing Spider-Man 2 is very, very good. It's very, very good. Thumbs up. But the Menace Hero system is the thing that screws me over the most. It really does. It screws me over. I mean, there should be like a thrill seeker like thing or whatever, the fact that you're able to turn on the hero thing and turn it off, or at least make it so that it's easy mode or something, so you don't really have to bother. But no, they make it so that, oh crap, there's one thing, oh it's gone. Oh crap, there's another thing, oh it's gone. Oh it's gone. Oh it's gone. Making you a freaking menace very, very fast, which is really, really crap. Really, really crapola. So I enjoy Web of Shadows because at least this one I can do whatever I really want to do. And there is no real reason of the whole, oh man, hero menace. Oh, it's like I can enjoy it myself. I can just truly enjoy it. Anyways, next up is
This one I saw my friend play and I actually got this last year actually. So yeah, I enjoyed this game too, and hopefully I'll actually start playing it again, especially because of the McKee's channel.
yep, because of a friend in college, he played Minecraft and I actually was interested in doing it. I actually had a download of it on, I think, on my computer, and I played that a little bit, and then I had it on my phone, and I played that a little bit, and then Black Friday came, and I was able to get the game for a steal price. So I have it now, and I built a few things. It's very, very cool. I also set fire to some things, and now I know how to use dynamite and everything. So it's like very, very crazy. Sadly, none of the maps are able to be seen online. I'm sorry, but they want you to pay for it. They want you to freaking pay. What the heck?
Up is the game I actually bought due to being in a car accident, but this was one of many. So I got to have Mario Kart Wii, and this one came with the steering wheel, so that was the awesome part. Yeah, I enjoyed this game.
Mario Kart Double Dash is cool, but the thing is about my version is just the fact of it has a hiccup where sometimes it doesn't actually automatically play. It's like look at the manual thing and then you actually have to start the game over again, or which is kind of freaked me out is the fact that you can open the freaking top of it, then close it again, and then it actually will start the thing, which I'm like, that most likely is not good. That most likely is not good for the system, which I'm like, ooh. So yeah, ooh. But still a good game. I enjoyed it. I got serious later on, and well, first I was doing the Wii mode, but I got stuck, and then later on I'm like, screw it, let's use the Wave Bird, and I accomplished more with the Wave Bird than I did with the whole Wii mode thing.
As for finals, it's Pokemon, of course. We got Omega Ruby and also Pokemon Y.
Yep, so we got Pokemon Y and Pokemon Omega Ruby. So Pokemon Y is very, very fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that they actually put puzzle games in there. That was the cool part of it. And yeah, Omega Ruby did the same thing too, and also just reliving some of the moments I did, even though the garden is not the same as it was. Route 123, I think that was what it's called. Yeah, it's not as good as it once was, which was that was kind of sad to see. I mean, they apparently moved that Route 123 into Pokemon Y. But let me tell you, Pokemon Y, oh my gosh. Going against Yveltal, oh ho ho ho. Oh my gosh. I rank that as the first ever battle that was so good. So good. So good. Xernos, crapola because it got caught by one quick ball. And his freaking best attack is a crappy attack that boosts his levels of crap. So yeah, no, Yveltal is the best one out of them. As for Omega Ruby, Delta Emerald's freaking saga. Holy frick, that pissed me off so much, and to find out that if I did knock out Deoxys, I'm able to actually just continue on with the game and go into Sky Pillar and battle him out again. I didn't know that. If I knew that, that would have been so much better. But instead, I just turned it off, turned it on, turned it off, turned it on. It took me 7 tries to get him. So yeah, that was kind of crap. I didn't use a Master Ball. I definitely didn't use a Master Ball. I think I ultimately caught him in an Ultra Ball, but I caught Rayquaza with a Pokeball. So thumbs up on that. Yveltal, I caught him with a Timer Ball. So I still have my Master Balls. That's the funny part is that, yeah, I don't use Master Balls anymore. Using Master Balls makes you a freaking baby. It's like, it makes you a baby. You're a freaking novice if you use a Master Ball. It's like, you should be able to catch Pokemon skilled like. And that's like a thumbs up to me. And also, I would actually mention the Lugia. Going against Lugia in Gold and Crystal. I used my Master Balls up. It's like, I used my Master Balls up. And, well, he was a fight. He was a freaking damn fight. I caught him once with a Great Ball, caught him another time with the Ultra Ball. But man, he was a freaking damn fight. And he gave us a fight. But anyways, that's about it. That's the whole entire thing. I know this was very long, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, there you go. There is all of the games that I truly had top 10s of. And he said do whatever I want. So I did it. I did whatever I want. So here is my choices of those I'm tagging to actually ask them what they think. What's their top 10? And they can do whatever they want as well, but I would say save people's lives. Just pick 5. I'm going to do a short one, and most likely the short one will go first, and then the live one will go very, very. But anyway, so who I pick first is... Actually, no, first thing I need to talk about is Braw's Cools. So, for the longest time, he didn't actually have a logo. But he finally got a logo, and that's some nice artwork, man. That is some nice artwork. That is some nice artwork, man. I have to mention that. But anyways, now the 5 I choose. I choose LGG. LGG, I choose you, man. Yeah, what's your 5 video games of all time? I'm interested in that. Stereotype Kings. Yeah, I want to see what you got. Yeah, this is going to be interesting on your part. This is going to be interesting. Next one is Pokeboss for the win. I definitely want to see what you guys got. What do you guys choose? BJ Swag. Definitely want to choose you. Let's see what you got. And of course, last but not least is Dr. Smitty. Yep, definitely going to watch. I definitely want to see what Dr. Smitty has. And right now, as I'm talking, I do have Game Savers Episode 5 ready to be played. So, it's been waiting for me quite a while, and I think I'm just going to end it with this. So, sorry for the long episode. I most likely already posted a short one. Hopefully you guys saw the short one. But if you really care about what I wanted to tell you guys, hopefully you actually watched this one. But thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more. And of course, there's lots and lots of videos of me doing video game stuff. So they're all over, annotations all over the place. So hopefully you guys click a few of those and just check those out. And, well, have a great day as normal.